Okay, we should now be live with Pokemon LeafGreen by JPZN. Let us know if there's any slight audio issues. It looks like the audio might be a little high, but otherwise we should be good to go.
Okay, yeah,
Take it away.
You need to turn it down, I can definitely do that, but otherwise, yeah. Welcome everybody. I hope you all enjoyed the XD run. It's always fun to see Kahlo and What's that?
Yeah, from my end it seems like your game is super loud and your mic might just be a little...
Then, in that case, let me turn that on. How is this? Test. Testing.
Yeah, it's about a 30-second delay all up, so it's going to be a while. A little more on the game.
Okay, let's try that.
That seems to be more reasonable on the volume meter now.
Okay, so yeah, okay. Couple different adjustments. I'll turn it down just a tad bit more. That way, there's no issue. That should be good. Okay. Alright.
Alright, so timing is just when you clear the title screen for this game, right?
No, it's when I press...
No, you do have a save file, yeah.
Yeah,
you do have a save file.
it's when I press new game. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And so, like, the very first thing is I'm going to do an RNG manipulation to get my starter. It's a one-frame trick, basically the same sort of idea as Coliseum and XD, but slightly different. It works slightly differently. But I have this backup save file in order to get started. So I'll count us down.
Yep, we're ready to go.
Alright, so 3, 2, 1... Whoa. Never mind. 3, 2, 1, go. So, this is LeafGreen. Any percent. Last PSR Marathon, I did Fire Red Round 2, which is the extended category for this game. This year is just beat the game as fast as possible. And the first thing we gotta do is get our Squirtle. So, the seed for Fire Red Leaf Green is generated when you boot the game, and also it's regenerated when you name your character at the start of a new game. So, we can start a timer after that, and you can see your seed because it's the trainer ID. So, 43734. And I pump that into a program. And it searches for compatible Squirtles, and I try to get those. So let's see here. Bad. This one's good. Let's go. Actually, let's go with that. And then I pump it into Flow Timer, which you've probably heard of. And then I wait here for a flow time to count down. And hopefully I get it. Nope, didn't. Alright, we got timid, so that's fine. This is why we have a backup Squirtle. So, it's a one-frame trick. We got timid. We were 2 frames late on that. So, pretty unfortunate, but this is a good Squirtle. This Squirtle here has 30 special attack, 26 attack, and 29 speed. So the first fight is pretty simple, just spam tackle. So why is it Leaf Green over Fire Red? So you choose Leaf Green in this case because you get an advantage with an extra cut slave. Bulbasaur, please. Okay, nice. They're both basically equivalent. You get an extra cut slave with the with Leaf Green, like an extra option, which might actually be fairly reasonable because it's Sandshrew instead of Rattata, and Sandshrew learns Strength, so you can teach Strength earlier than you would with that one. So you talk to this guy, get a potion, and you keep. But Leaf Green is a remake of Gen 1, which you have probably already seen today. At least if you've been watching Pokemon Speedruns TV channel all day. So, it's got the same path, essentially. There's a couple key differences, mainly that you have to go through the Rocket Hideout in this version. Like, without question. And some of the fights are different. So why Fire Red for round 2? The big reason you do Fire Red for round 2 is that the Pokemon that you buy in the game corner are cheaper in Fire Red. So there's less money management involved there. Alright, so we go to the mart, we get Oak's Parcel. One thing that we'll be doing is saving turn frames by bonking. It's a Gen 3 specific mechanic where, like, if you are stationary and you make a turn, there's like a small turning animation where, like, you just stand still in turn rather than immediately turn like this while you're moving. So in order to compensate for that, in certain places, we just bonk off of objects or people or signs, whatever. And that saves us a tiny amount overall in the run. Getting that encounter there was very unlucky. You normally have 1% encounters for the first 5 tiles on the route. That you touch a grass tile in, I should say. So we were very unlucky there that we got that encounter. No, there is no buffering in this game. So there's no way to get around that turn frame without bonking. The main reason it's Gen 3 exclusive is because if you have the running shoes in Gen 4, which is right away typically, you just turn. Like, there's no turn framing at all there. Alright, so we need to catch a Fly Slave and a Cut Slave. So, we got Rattata. So, this will be our Cut Slave. We tackle it once. We got Tail Whip, that's good. And then we toss Pokemon. We defeated the Rattata earlier because we need the extra experience to get Bubble Water Gun earlier than without it. This is very annoying. Alright, I'm gonna tackle it again. And before I crit. Yeah. It's for when you're standing still. If you're moving, it doesn't matter. Alright. So we got our Rattata. I kinda don't want to see Pidgey yet, but if I see it, I'll try to catch it. Okay. Oh, level 2. Perfect. Hopefully it'll take more than half. Just needs to get in the ball. Perfect. Okay. So those are the only 2 additional Pokemon we need to catch in the game. Squirtle is our... I didn't actually mean press A, but whatever. Squirtle is our main Pokemon that we'll be rocking for the entire rest of the game. In Gen 1, you switch to Nidoking. Because Nidoking has a better moveset, Horn Drill is ridiculous, and X-Accuracy is ridiculous. In Fire Red and Leaf Green, you can choose between Squirtle and Charmander. Both of those have established routes, both of those are very good. In fact, Charmander held the record for some time. Right now, Squirtle has the record, and Squirtle is the run that I am most used to. So that's why we're doing that. Meanwhile, we had to waste 4 Pokeballs catching 2 Pokemon, and this old man only uses 1. This guy's a cheat. What a cheater. So now we proceed to Viridian Forest. Also, unlike Red, we get more encounters in the forest, because in Red, there's a couple tiles that just don't have encounters. Well, we don't have that luxury. So we have to just take our encounters and deal with them. But it's okay, because this music is really good. So the longer we get to listen to this music, the better. So there is the same one mandatory fight as well. Weedle, Sammy is his name in this game. We're gonna save for Sammy, and also grab the extra potion as well. Because Sammy can be very not nice. Was this awful frame rate in some spots? It's compensated a little bit by GBI. But the game doesn't run at a perfect 60 frames per second. It's just slightly less. So it's a little bit choppy in some spots, but that's just because we're converting it to 60 FPS. Why did that go wrong? I'm so confused. Okay, so getting poisoned is actually what we want, because we need to be in Torrent for... We need to be in Torrent for... So getting to the proper HP and being alive for it helps out a lot. That was a great crit. That saves like 2 turns. So now we're level 8, we have Bubble, Now we just gotta take some poison run. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I'll go to 6. Keep it simple. With my HP and defense values, you can go to either 5 or 6. So, just to be a little bit on the safe side, I'll take the 6 HP option. So you don't have to fight this trainer, but you need the experience. And as long as you don't get really unlucky with Sand Attack, you're able to beat Liam and his Geodude and Sandshrew. Oh, it's the restricted type. So as you can see, with Torrent, we one-shot that Geodude. Without Torrents, we would two-shot it. And with the Sandshrew, we two-shot it with Torrents most of the time. And three-shot it, or four-shot it without it. So we would have lived on 1 HP had I gone to 5 instead. I hope that alert is not alert is not on the source, so I don't understand what's going on. Pretty sure it's outputting to the other source that ships them. Okay, use the script there. Alright, Rock Tomb hits, good. Want. So now hopefully we get Tackle. Instead we get Bind. Oh, but Crit Bind. That is perfectly fine. We can work with Critical Bind. So this could potentially knock us into Torrent. And not Deep Torrent. So this is where I should explain what Torrent is. Torrent is Squirtle's ability. It says whenever you're at a third or less HP, you deal 50% more damage. Which is really, really important. It's not as important as, like, Red Bar in... Actually, no, it is exactly important as Red Bar in Original Red. And that's Brock. Yay! Brock's down. So we got Rock Tomb. We're not using that at all. In older routes, we actually used to sell Rock Tomb, but we don't need to do that anymore. So 8 potions, 3 awakenings, 3 antidotes, and 3 repels. Because we actually have repel for Mount Moon, which Original Red does not have. Turn down the game sound slightly. Okay. I have adjusted. So now we have the running shoes, so now the speedrun can really begin. So having Torrents is really important for these fights through here, because as you can see, these Caterpies don't die in one shot with that. And that's really unlucky. So this guy has Caterpie, Weedle, Caterpie. Obviously the Weedle knows Poison Sting. We can kind of use that to our advantage because we've gotten double String Shot, but he did not Poison Sting, so that's really annoying. Okay, this is really not good. Ideally, you leave Rock with Torrent. That way you can just blast through these guys without any issue. Okay, finally I get a tackle. That was good. Didn't get double tackle, so that's unfortunate. And I used the crit at the end. Of course. Also, you get to avoid Short Sky with his Ekans, which is very nice. Speed running. Alright, so I will pop out of Torrens after this fight, because I'll be 14 out of 40, which is just slightly too high. 1 point, in fact. So the next fight, hopefully we'll be able to get a hit from either the Caterpie. Well, definitely a hit from the Caterpie. Because that would ensure us Torrent through the fight afterwards, which we need to have. So I've adjusted the sound for the game volume down quite a lot. If it is a bit too loud, I'm gonna have to apologize. I don't want to mute the game sound. Yeah, critically. I mean, I'll take that. But it means I have to do a slightly slower fight. That girl's a trainer. You have to be careful to avoid her because she just walks. Alright, so here we grab the Person Berry. It is optional with my stats, but it's safer to have it just in case. Alright. Oop, wrong button. There we go. So caves have 8 tiles of 1%, so that's why we moved there before using the repel. So we do this path in order to get to this rare candy. Then we head on back up. And then we fight this guy who kind of conveniently walked towards us, but also didn't. Also not conveniently. Alright. So with this we'll get level 16 and Wartortle, who incidentally is probably my favorite Pokemon. I really, really enjoy Wartortle. Running sprite looks so weird with the stream lag. Yeah, it is what it is. This guy's Onix is not nearly as powerful as Brock's Onix. Brock's Onix is much better. So one other thing that's exclusive to Gen 3, that isn't in any other gens, is spinner manipulation. So with spinners, you can open the bag when you're next to them. I meant to walk one tile less. And they're frozen in place so that they can't see you. I registered the TM case to select to make it easier to do those bag manipulations. Later we'll have the bike, so we'll have to actually go through and open the bag, but it's still faster than getting hit by the spin. Alright, so hopefully we get not hyper fang. Okay, tail whip is fine. Ideally we get quick attack there, because having torrent for this next fight is pretty good. We didn't get it. Leech Life really doesn't do enough damage. Like, it'll do maybe 4. So the Grimer is a little bit more difficult now. So, now that we're in this fight, I'm gonna leave it up to chat. Which fossil should we get? Helix or Dome Fossil? Poison gas is very low gas. Pound is great. Helix. Yes, the host does see. Alright, so the Voltorb was a speed tie. We lost the speed tie. Both times. Feels bad. Seeing a lot of Helix. Alright, looks like we're getting the Helix Fossil. Which is fine, because Helix is the faster one. Alright, so here we teach the worst move in the game to Blastoise, or Wartortle in this case. It's Mega Kick. We teach it over Withdraw. Mega Kick is useful against all the Grass-type Pokemon that don't die to Water Pulse, which we're going to be getting soon. And Bite, which we'll be getting sooner. Unfortunately, Mega Kick has a 75% accuracy, which is actually a 25% accuracy. Don't believe what the game tells you. Alright, so here we teach Bite. Because Bite is really good against Misty. And we also level up to 20. And then we'll heal to full. And we'll go to the gym. You're convinced it's 5% accuracy? It might be. It's pretty bad. Alright. Alright, so here's Misty. Basic strat is bite, and more bite, and bite, because seafood is good. And Water Pulse, if it confuses, is why we got the person there. Because getting confused on this fight is almost a death sentence. That was a good damage roll. If you get a bad damage roll, you have to tackle, but that was a good damage roll. That was unlucky. The first damage roll was good, the second damage roll was bad. Ooh, crit though. I'll take that. Would have preferred it before missing that. But that is A-okay. So now we've got Water Pulse, so we're going to teach Water Pulse. Over Tackle, because we no longer need Tackle. 26. I'm gonna be safe. Go to 46. I'd rather not die here. In fact, I'm gonna save. Just to be completely on the safe side. Because Rival 2 can also kill you. So Rival has caught a bunch of Pokemon. Because he needs to do that because his Bulbasaur isn't that good. So it takes 2 shots, and Sand Attack is not what we want. So Swab. Wow, we got double... Okay. Good AI. We need to hit Mega Kick on this Bulbasaur, that's why we had to swap. Alright, hopefully we flinch. Did not flinch, he used Vine Whip. What is... This is the weirdest fight. Okay. Well, we win. That's good news. Usually, Bulbasaur uses, like, Sleep Powder or Poison Powder there, but not Vine Whip, so that was very, very different. So, we beat Rival 2, yay. He gives us the Fame Checker. The Fame Checker is, like, this lore thing. It's not at all useful for the speedrun, it just sits in your inventory. And then we go to Nugget Bridge. And we blast through Nugget Bridge. There's only one problem Pokemon on this bridge, and that's the Oddish and the next trainer. All the other Pokemon are fine. So it's a very straightforward section. Usually not a lot to talk about here. Like, if this were a donation-based marathon, it's like, this would be a good time to do donations. Can you explain why I don't Mega Kick every turn here? Well, it's because Mega Kick only has 5 PP. So I can't Mega Kick every turn. It's much better for me to save Mega Kick for when it's useful. Like now. See? So useful. So useful that it missed. We do have one spare Mega Kick, so it's okay to miss there. But obviously it will be slightly faster to not miss. So I hope you guys are keeping track. Right now we are 66% accurate with our Mega Kicks. Because we've attempted 3 and hit 2. Welcome, Ty Kevin. How tight does the PP management get in this round? It's fairly tight. We do not visit any Pokemon Center except for the one at the Elite Four. We use elixirs and ethers in order to manage our PP between there. Mega Kick routing got a lot better over time as the route evolved. Like you used to actually use Mega Punch. You actually do still use it in Fire Red Round 2. But it used to be used in any percents as well. But it was discovered to be faster to keep water going throughout a lot of the segments. Alright, so that's Nugget Bridge clear. Meant to bonk off of that trainer. I failed it. We get this nugget from this rocket. Fun fact, if you want to get infinite nuggets, all you gotta do is die to this guy. Like, every time you fight him, he will give you a nugget. And if you die, you'll just go back, and he'll give you a new nugget. So, as long as you don't mind suiciding against him a bunch of times, you'll get very rich. But we don't need to do that. Alright, got the bonk there. So we go up here in order to grab this elixir. And then we'll encounter our second spinner, who's up there in the top right. This guy's unique. It requires 2 bag manips in order to pass without any difficulty, so for the sake of the run, that's exactly what I'm going to do. It's a little bit slow, but it's safe. He has a slow poke, it dies to bite, but still bastard not to fight him at all. So the rest of this is pretty standard. There's one more fight after this one. This one is a double. The next one, not this one, the next one is a double oddish trainer. So it will be annoying if I miss a Mega Kick there, but not the end of the world because of my HP. Also, basically all of the Ekans and Growliths have Intimidate. Which is one of the main reasons why Special Attack is the preferred stat. You'll know that my nature is Rash, which is a plus Special Attack nature. missing that. If you miss that turn there, you have to wait, because otherwise that running trainer hits you. It's really annoying. The Oranberry is useful for later for HP manipulation and Torrent, so... Hey, we missed. Ain't that nice? Rapid Spin is a bad move, so we do not learn that. We have to double bite the Oddish because we're out of Mega Kicks. It sucks. But it is what it is. We have plenty of bites to work with. So now that we're out of Mega Kicks, we go over here and grab this Ether. And we'll use it on the Mega Kick in just a bit. But first, we're going to go visit Cosplayer Bill. He says that he screwed up an experiment, but he really just needs to go into his closet to change. And has to crawl through that pipe. Don't worry about it. It's just what he does. So now we can head to Vermilion. And we get to pass through the Dig House. The rocket that we fight has Dig. He'll give us Dig when we beat him. But we don't use Dig. But we don't need to give it back either. So we won't. So the reason that we need to Ether right there is because this Drowsy doesn't die in one shot to anything but Mega Kick. Bite 2 shots, Torrent Water Pulse 2 shots. It's really ridiculous. Like, even at level 25, it's like just barely not possible. So we move forward 1 tile there because we have to, and it saves us a turn frame. Very convenient. Oop. Get in the stairs. Controller, please. Right. Go up here, get this rare candy. And fight this guy. In red, you also have to fight the girl, but we don't need to fight the girl in Fire Red, Leaf Green. It's very convenient. Let's see. Do I go for the chance that he uses Quick Attack? Nah, we'll do the Mega Kick. He did use Quick Attack. What a jerk. Now we hit Mega Kick. Okay, so now that we're here, we go to the marts. Six super potions. 3 paralyze heals. 3 repels. To answer your question, no, there is no main switching in this game. At least in this route. Actually, I'll do it over here, because I'm gonna need to save for this fight. Alright, so rare candy. I'm gonna do the risky strat. We're saving. It'll be fine. Is that enough? No, that's not. Should've supered. It's fine. Okay, cool. So, I only did that because I was right inside Torrent. Wait, really? You didn't die? You're a jerk. Usually that cadaver dies. So that Vine Whip does 15 to 17 damage normally, and a maximum roll does 18. So it would have had to max damage me in order to kill me. 1 in 16. So we just took the risk that that wouldn't happen. Alright, so we take this free heal right here. If I can talk to her. And then we go to possibly the hardest fight in the game. Surge. And the hardest mechanic in any Pokemon speedrun ever, Surge Trash Cans. The good news is, because this is RTA, if we find the first can, we can save, and if we pick the wrong can, we can just reset and pick another can. That is the good news. Bad news is it's still raining. So we could still lose a whole bunch of time just by not finding the can immediately. If I find it first one, I'm gonna go immediately for... Wasn't first can, so I'm saving. So hopefully it's the one immediately to my right. And it was not. That's fine, though. Skip the journal. We'll go down. Boo. Go up. Really? It's the one most out of the way? That's so annoying. But we're past it, so it is what it is. So we're going to save for the actual Surge fight as well. Because Surge is a gigantic problem if things go wrong, because Raichu knows Double Team, and you have to hit a Mega Kick. And this fight sucks. Alright, so we're on a speed tie with Voltorb. Screech Miss is good. And we got the one shot. It's good. That is actually a range to kill the Voltorb. What am I doing? Whatever. It's fine. It's not fine anymore. That's crit. Boo. And this is Surge. Because Surge is great. Sonic Boom miss? Really? Please? Okay, that's fine. We used an extra Mega Kick, but that's a-okay. We did it! We're past Surge. Surge is definitely one of the main run killers in world record and PB attempts. Not just cans, but Surge itself. Like, this entire thing is just bad. In round 2, you actually delay Surge so that you only have to deal with the cans problem. Like, you just wait till you're Blastoise and then destroy Surge, because it's not required to fight Surge at all. You just have to be able to teleport back. Alright. Did that movement to dodge 2 trainers. Oh, didn't go first. And now we go back up. Cerulean City, so that we can grab the bike. So the bike in Gen 3 is pretty fast. It's faster in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald because they have the Mach Bike. Mach Bike goes really fast. This one is more similar to the Acro Bike. But it's fast enough that it's still faster than walking. Alright. The other neat thing we get to try with the bike is a different kind of spinner manipulation called run into bike. So you have the ability to run and get a spinner's attention, and then hop on the bike and just bike while the guy's distracted. It's very convenient. It is very slow to do it like that for Animal Poison. It is not faster in this case. I needed to save a Mega Kick there, so that was a good spot to save it. It's only faster in round 2 because you get Abra and you have Teleport. I messed it up. Oh well. We'll just bag freeze him. It's fine. After I hop the fence, I'm supposed to get off the bike and start running. And then I've got a one-tile window to run and then get on my bike again. But it didn't work out. Oh yeah, I can water pulse these as well. Sure, let's water pulse. The poison's in there. I'm gonna heal that off now. Yeah, thanks, Clay. Shout out to Clay Lagging. He's a good runner. I'll move back here. It's those. Grab this hidden rare candy. And from here, we go to Rock Tunnel. We're also going to pick up this hidden super potion. You don't need it, but it's good to have as a backup. So obviously we don't have Flash, so we're going to be doing this slightly blind. We have a one-tile circle where we can see where we're going. And I can generally use visual cues in order to figure out exactly where I am. So it tends to be okay. The run's actually going okay. Like, we had our normal death to surge and normal bad cans, but it's not terrible. So the Slowpoke, this Slowpoke in particular, is 12.5% to one-shot, so we just barely missed the one-shot. The next trainer's Slowpoke is a 6.25% to one-shot. Hello? Almost had it. Oh, I turned up one tile too early. Yeah, not even close with that one. So right after this is Martha. Martha is a giant pain. Martha is why we save Mega Kicks. Martha has an Oddish and a Bulbasaur. The Oddish can't really kill you, like it can annoy you, but the Bulbasaur can and will kill you. With extreme prejudice, as long as, you know, there's good AI. Or I miss Mega Kick. One of the two. Yay! We hit Mega Kick. We live! Hooray! So yeah, so with the movements, you basically have to like follow the walls and follow tiles on the ground in order to see exactly where you're going. In order to know exactly where you're going. I mean, with practice, you just like know the movements, but it's still better to use visual cues in order to help you out. Like this. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 rocks right before that hiker, so I try to time my turn to talk to him before this. So you can bite this onyx. It is 85%, no, 82.5% to die to a bite. This onyx is not, so you have to water gun it. This onyx is like plus special defense or something like that. We do not need protect, unlike in Extent. And then we bite this Geodude like a Jawbreaker. So, on the last repel, we used the elixir to refresh Mega Kick, because we need Mega Kick for the next segment. Sometimes this Pidgey uses Quick Attack. Not often, but sometimes. Just water pulse all 3 of these. Can't water gun them because they aren't that defenseless. So after this trainer is another run to bike. Definitely gonna try to do this one. If I hit the spinner, it's 3 slowpokes, so it's annoying, but not the end of the world. They will all die to the bite that I have, so it'll be okay if I hit him. But I'd rather not. This Graveler does not die to bite, so water gun is what it gets. Got it. The fun thing about that spinner is you can't see him. So you gotta be really precise with that. So this trainer also has an Oddish, so we have to make a kick out. Yay, we hit them. Hey, we got quick attacks. Not quite Torrent yet, but there's a Vulpix coming up that can get us there. And that's the last trainer in Rock Tunnel. One tile too far and then one tile too far back in. So that's unfortunate. So now we're in Lavender Town, and we're going to do some shopping. We need some escape ropes. and some super repels. Hey, how's it going, Phil? Alright, so this is a gamer, not a gambler, because you game, you don't gamble. This bike isn't actually that hard to control. I'm just using a newer controller that doesn't have its D-pad completely broken in yet, so it's not the best, but it's still better than what I had been using. Which, by the way, I'm playing on a Game Boy player. This is not on emulator. There's a lot of gamers. Alright, so we go this specific path to not hit any extra trainers. And then we go into the other underground path. And you can actually ride the bike in here, which is very nice. And then we're going to strategically get off the bike in order to save a little bit of time from music playing. Hello? Okay. Alright. And now we go to the rocket hideout, where this guy's guarding the poster. So I want this Raticate to quick attack me, but I'm not going to expect it to, so I'm still going to use Mega Kick. And it didn't. It's a good thing I used Mega Kick. We're all gamers here. Alright, rocket hideout. So that guy is a spinner. Don't fight him, he has 5 Pokémon. These are some cool sunglasses that we're going to put on later. And that's a max ether for backup. Usually you don't need to get that, but we're grabbing it just in case we need it. Twitch plays PTSD. Yeah. Spinning tiles tend to do that. So this guy is so scared of our might that he drops the lift key. And we pick it up, because we need it. Here's another rare candy. Let's not hit the spinner. He has a range of 2 tiles. So you gotta be very careful to not take an extra step there and hit him, or else you will lose a lot of time. Alright. Now there are these 2 rockets here that you gotta fight. This Sandshrew is an 87.5% chance to one-hit KO with Bite, so we're going for it. Get wrecked. The other thing is we have to Water Pulse. The Ekans is actually a small range, I think? Actually, I think I'm remembering that from round 2. In round 2, it's definitely a range without Torrent. Also, he has Intimidate, because everything has Intimidate in this game. Bonk off of him in order to fight this guy. This Sandshrew is slightly hard. Of course we crit the second one. This Sandshrew is harder to one-shot, 56.25% chance. This Arbok you can one-shot if you have Torrent, but without it you can't, so you have to bite in the particles. Flinch was pretty decent on both accounts. So now that we're 34, we can evolve. To Blastoise. Yay, Blastoise! Let's see, are my Franker bases in here? Yes, they are. I'm gonna save just in case, because sometimes Giovanni uses Mega Punching and crits. Which, is kind of annoying. So the Kangaskhan is the only problem in this fight, because it knows Fake Out and Mega Punch and Tail Whip. It also knows Rage, but Rage is not good in this game. Oh, no, it's Bite, not Rage. That's right. Woof. Good thing I saved! 'Cause we got destroyed. Okay, let's not have that happen again. So by the way, that brings our death counter up to 2 now. Again! Exactly. Especially in this game. Like, I think that's annoying. Sapphire is known to be, like, the ridiculous game when it comes to... Ooh, that's true. Put yourself in confusion? No! Yeah, this game, even though Sapphire is harder to finish, this game feels just as hard sometimes, because it can kill you from anywhere. But now we do some shopping. Good. Alright, so we bought an X attack, 5x speeds, 18x specials, 4x accuracies, and 3 guard spec. That'll be all the X items we need for the rest of the game, which is pretty good. multiple shopping trips are discouraged because those are slow. Now we go get the Fly HM, and the lady that gives us Fly is an NPC that can move, so hopefully it moves closer. But it didn't move at all, which is fine, because it can also walk away from you, and that's really annoying. Alright, so... nice D-pad. Potion... 47. Super Repel. Give the black glasses. Hi, I would like to fly, please. There we go. Alright. We toss the moonstone because it just gets in the way. We probably don't need to save, this fight's fairly safe, but... so is Giovanni, and Giovanni killed us dead. So lead guard spec, because Vegeta knows sand attack. Use X accuracy. Use X attack. And we are in Torrent, which is good. Pulse the Pidgeotto. And then Super Kick the next 3 Pokemon. I mean Mega Kick. This is a Mega Kick party. Also, the timing of the mist wearing off is right after Gyarados entering with his Intimidate, which is great. It is a great order to do that in. So Mega Kick with the X accuracy is actually like 99.9%. It's not a perfect 100%, but you have to get like absurdly unlucky to miss it. Alright, so that should be the last use of Mega Kick in this run, provided nothing else dumb happens. I don't think anything else will. There's another spinner in here. You can technically dodge it without bag manipping, but... better to be safe. Yes, you Mega Kick Rowlet to save the super effective text. Gen 5 miss for missing tackle, yes. I have one more of this. It's fine. Yeah, because I can bite the drowsy. We're good. Alright, go down, get this X accuracy. Because we just barely don't have enough for 2. Or, barely don't have enough for 5 X accuracies, so I just grabbed that as my 5th. Oh, that's right. The Marowak only dies to a pulse. Should have grabbed that spare elixir. That's annoying. Yeah, we're safe. I'll use it now. Ideally, I want that spare max elixir for Lance, but if things go wrong, we've saved, so it's gonna be fine. But I need Water Pulse in order to deal with the last few Pokemon in this area. So, rip Cubone's mother. And then we deal with these 3 Pokemon trainers that are rockets, because they're mean. Fun fact, normally you talk to each trainer that you fight, but because they have to walk away after you're done fighting them, they leave the area, it's actually faster for them to come to you first. Because you walk less tiles after they move. And this is actually task confirmed. The tasks of this game, which is done by MK Dasher, proves this to be the faster strat. My water just splashed all over me. If I had 1 extra water pulse, I wouldn't have max elixir or max ethered. Because that drowsy dies to a bite. But I had 1 less than I thought, so it had to take the death. No. No, it did not, Bungie. Okay. It's concerning, but not a problem. Okay. A single potion will do. And now we get the Poke Flute. And now we fly all the way back to Celadon in order to go down the bicycle road. How long have I been speedrunning Fire Red Leaf Green? Fire Red Leaf Green was my very first speedrun. I started speedrunning round 2, actually. Way back in October 2013? It's been a long time. But yeah, I've been speedrunning this game for a very long time. Also, those Pokemon were very nice. Sometimes they can get in the way and just, like, waste a whole bunch of time. So I'm glad that didn't happen. What a fun Wanley. Wanley Ways is another Fire Red Leaf Green speedrunner. He's really, really good. Okay, so there are spinners here. And we double bagman up in order to get past them without difficulty. 1, 2, hidden rare candy here. And hidden max elixir here. So, significant changes to the route. The biggest ones are routing out Pokemon centers. That was something that me v RNG did. He was a retired speedrunner. Optimizing your Mega Kicks, which was done by Exarian, mostly. Black Glasses, which I believe was discovered by Pulse Effects, maybe. I think it was. Those are the big ones. The original route was Squirtle plus Zapdos, but it was found by Worcester that Squirtle was just faster. One tile too far, but that's okay. Can we stop honking? And also in between all that, the Charmander route was routed out and discovered to be really, really fast, which was not what I had expected or a lot of other people had expected. It's actually a very competitive time. I got like a 2:04, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that was this time. So here's some gold teeth. And then we're gonna pick up this backup revive here. For safety. Storms, and you tried to route Sunny Day at one point? Nice. Fun fact, you can just fly out of Safari Zone to Fuchsia. It's faster than retiring. And now we're here. At Koga's Gym. So we teach Surf over Water Gun. We don't need it anymore. And we fight this trainer, because this guy is mandatory. I am somewhat familiar with the tasks in this game. I haven't studied it extensively. I know that Clefairy is a boss. And I know some optimal movement because of the tasks. Did I say Clefairy? I meant Clefairy Bowl. Clefairy Bowl is nice. So this is going to be a very interesting one. Definitely saving for it. Where's this crit? Metronome for 1 hit KOs is so funny. Yeah. Just in case. I don't think we'll need it, but just in case. Right there. And now we fight Koga. Yay! This fight actually went through a couple different iterations. You used to set up on this coughing, but then it was discovered that that's bad because this coughing knows smokescreen, and it just ruins your day. So now you just enter in really high torrent out of sludge death range, and you just hope you don't die. It's basically what it is. Good. Good. Bad. Three. Yes, Snorms has done that. I probably could have just revived. I don't want to respect Koga like that. Because you're equipped with the black glasses, you can't have the Pekka Berry. Because there would normally be a Pekka Berry that you can pick up in order to not die like that. But the black glasses take priority. Okay, good. There's this crit there. If it flinches and you're not in torrent, you have to do that. It's fine. Alright, so that was Koga. He gives you Toxic. Toxic is not useful in this game. It can be useful in round 2, because Toxic can give you better catching odds on some Pokemon. It's not good in 90%. Alright, so we give this guy back his teeth, his dirty teeth. He puts them straight into his mouth. And gives us Strength. And then we never talk to him again, because that's disgusting. Super Repel. Fly. Pallets. This fight and Surge are free. Exactly! They're totally not the worst reset points in the run. Now for some nice surfing music. Isn't that nice and calming? By the way, some of those intro screens, like the Pokemon Mansion one, actually the Pokemon Mansion one can't be skipped, but some of them can be, such as the Rock Tunnel one. If you hold down B, you can skip it. It has to do with, like, what... Okay. Didn't take my A button, but took my B button to start run. Nice. Hidden Elixir. Blizzard. And the secret key. Alright, now that we have the secret key, it's time for Blaine's Gym with quiz time! Fortunately, all the answers are always the same. The order is yes, no, 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 yes, no. And the nice thing about it is you can just mash A or B in order to choose the correct one. So, you just gotta know which button to press. And both A and B advance text, so you can just mash that button. By the way, shoutouts to Etiquette Quiz Time, if you have that emote. So Blaine is free, because I outspeed. So I don't even save here. Also, shoutouts to Red Bar, because we have Red Bar here. Intimidate! That was actually a really good segment. Dang, that was almost a gold split. That was a really, really, really solid segment. Alright, so after this, once we exit this gym, Bill is going to show back up again. He wants to take us on him and Celio's excellent adventure. Bill and Celio's excellent adventure, you know. It's a very fun tour of the Sevi Islands. We don't got time for that, so we need to tell him no. We do not want to go on this cosplay tour. So we just mash B through this in order to make sure that that doesn't happen. And then we fly back to Celadon for the third time. Sorry, guys. We'll have to wait for the movie. So we're gonna go fight some girls. So we hit 42 after this fight, which is very nice because we have 2 rare candies, and that'll put us to 44, which is a very useful level to be at. Also, you do not learn Rain Dance. Blastoise's learn set, like without TMs, is actually very bad. Like, you need TMs in order to make them good. Okay, so TM Case, Blizzard, over Mega Kick, Potion, Not a little bit. And then move on. We do have this lady to fight before we get to Erica. Every Pokemon Gen 3 had a bad learn set. You're right. You're actually just straight up right. Alright, so Erica sometimes goes wrong, so I will say for Erica. You use Blizzard on Vileplume, and if you miss Blizzard, bad things happen. So, we're gonna miss Blizzard and see what those bad things are. You know, like we're supposed to, because this is a marathon run, and you gotta show off everything. Victory Bell, fortunately, dies to a Torrent Surf. The Vileplume almost does. You have to be level 45 for that to happen. Tangela always dies to a Bite. Hey, we hit Blizzard. Sweet. If you miss Blizzard, you get Stun Sport or Giga Drains, and none of that's fun. This is why you delay Erica till right now, because you want to have Blizzard in order to take care of the Pokemon. If you're running Charmander, you do Erica immediately because you just defeat everything. So fly to Celadon because that's faster than biking. And then we bike to Saffron and then go to Silph Co. Get on the bike. Thank you. Alright, so Silph Co. Skip that. And then walk up to the 5th floor, because that's actually slightly faster. 2, 3, 4, and 5th floor. Don't get hit by this guy. That guy's really annoying. And then we're doing a bag manip to avoid this rocket. And in this bag manip, we are actually going to max Elixir. And use a Super Potion. Start them, please. We have to pass this guy 3 times. Turn. Turn! That guy only has an Arbok, so hitting him isn't, like, fatal. It's just annoying. Alright. And now we have Silph Rival. Rival 5. Yeah, the sliding's great. Okay. So you have to heal high because you need to set up on this Pidgeot. And you need to end in Torrent. Good. Just don't get crit, just don't miss Blizzard. so level 45 guarantees this Blizzard one-shot on Gyarados. Yeah, blue is the cool rival. And Intimidate, because they all have Intimidate. The speedrun really does turn from a don't miss Mega Kick to don't miss Blizzard. But interestingly enough, like Blizzard usually hits. Like Mega Kick doesn't. Blizzard usually does. I mean, I would like to rat out both, but that's not really possible. Alright. That's 20% to not kill, so I'm glad I got that. You missed Blizzard on Venusaur after X accuracy before, Juani? Oof. Feels bad. It's never fun when that happens. Well, if you X-Ack in red, you always hit. Like, no matter what. Alright. I wish it was that godly in Gen 3. Alright, so this Kangaskhan is a 80% one-shot. Just like that Cubone. Fake out. Okay, that's fine. Okay, got it. Good. We're safe. If we missed the range, we could have gotten Mega Punched, and I would have been very sad. Alright, so we beat Team Rocket here. We don't need the Master Ball, so we're just getting out of here. And we're going to Sabrina. Alright, it's time for a teleporter puzzle. Top left, bottom left, and down. Very simple to get through this pattern. So you do actually have to set up an X item here. You have to set up an X speed on the Venomoth. And normally Venomoth uses Psybeam, but you're typically fine. Typically. There it is. Good. Easy fight. You need to X speed in order to outspeed the Alakazam, and as long as you're in Torrent, you kill the Alakazam. If you don't have Torrent, you also have to X Special, in which case you may as well just heal to full and set up on the Kadabra. Because the Mr. Mime can and do dumb things like light screen, reflect. Well, reflect, it's mostly just light screen. And escape rope out of here, and that's the last escape rope we have. And then we fly to Vermilion, because now we've unlocked the final gem. So, fun fact, this game compared to Red, spinners are way faster. So, it's faster to just go and fight Karate King first. And Surf wrecks all of his Pokemon, which is nice. This gym is actually, like, the easiest gym out of all of them, as long as you have Torrent. That is a major caveat. Because Blastoise just steamrolls through this section. No problem. Swap the Karate King's Pokemon with Rattata? I believe it. I didn't see how many surfs I had, but I'll be able to see them on the next fight. I need to end this segment with at least 2 to 3 surfs. At least 2, preferably 3. Water Pulse can deal with basically all of Giovanni's Pokemon. So, like, I can conserve surfs if I need it. The next rival fight is actually the problem fight. For surfs, you need surf on several of his Pokemon. And here's the final gym leader, Giovanni. Gasp! One bad thing about this fight is he doesn't have Rhydon. Like, he just has 2 Rhyhorns, which is, like, not nearly as cool. So, one of the things that we look for when we do our RNG manipulation is we need a minimum of 19 speed, because otherwise you don't outspeed that Dugtrio, and Dugtrio kills you with Earthquake. So, you just get around that by not being in that situation at all. Only accept Squirtles with high speed. Useless crit there. Don Giovanni. It really is the Don. So he gives you Earthquake. A long time ago, you actually did use Earthquake, back when the attack stat mattered more. But now the attack stat doesn't matter. It's all special attack. We are a special sweeper. Hello? Nice. Alright, so Super Repel, Full Restore, because we need to be at full health for this fight, and save in case we miss Blizzard. And we go for Vermilion Rival. You'd think it was a developer typo, but they actually just wanted to make blue even more important, because blue has a ride-on at the end. That was the wrong move. Dumb. I was looking at the rival 5 notes, not the rival 6 notes. But it's fine. We took one extra hit. All we gotta do is flinch the Gyarados. In fact, actually, we're still even not dead after that. Thrash doesn't kill. So, we're A-okay. He used Rain Dance, so it's even better. X speed here because the Growlithe uses agility. That was the wrong move. But it still killed, so whatever. I just didn't press left. Good job, me. Thank you, Singram, for the 50 bits to the Pokemon Speedruns TV channel. That will go towards the equipment upgrade costs that are needed. To be fulfilled. Cool. Okay. So now we're done with fights until the Elite Four. It goes towards the server that is hosting the marathon, so that the following years can be even better. Oh, the bit donations go towards the server for the marathon, so that future marathons can be even better. Alright, strength over water pulse because we don't need water pulse anymore. And then super repel. And then we do Victory Road puzzles. Yay! Because who doesn't like boulder puzzles? PSR Marathon is annual right now. A weekend extravaganza. That black belt's a spinner, but he only looks 2 directions, and neither other direction that would be bad for us, so... Giovanni, the 1,000 bits! Thank you very much for your bit donation. So there is yet another Kanto remake game. It is Let's Go Eevee, which, by the way, Etiquette will be running that tomorrow, all obtainable Pokemon. And their Victory Road is much harder because Game Freak changed Victory Road so that you have to fight like 4 trainers in order to make it all the way through. You don't have to fight any trainers in Fire Red Leaf Green in Victory Road, which is a blessing. No! That sucks. Shoutouts to Primeape. He wanted to be seen on stream. He got to be seen on stream. Catch it. I don't have a Pokemon. I don't think. Alright, so double deposit. This heals Blastoise. And puts the other 2 in the box, because they're not needed at all. Max score restores. And then it's gym time. Or, not gym time, it's Elite 4 time! My time to shine. Hell no. Alright. Here we go. So this setup is wacky. It's 4X specials. Safeguard is good. 2. 3. That's annoying. Nice freeze. 4. Restore. I mean, we have to heal at some point anyway, so it's not a gigantic deal, but it's still really annoying. Alright. The safeguard is fine, because after this bite, hail will wear off, and the cloister that's up next is supposed to die to that. Yeah, you can definitely die in this fight. Lapras can kill you. Like, if you are extremely unlucky. Only getting one instance of hail is very good. Sometimes you can get really unlucky and get 2, but we didn't get that. You have to surf the Jinx. And then you have to triple bite Blacks. I do not want to flinch. I got a crit instead. Alright. Well, we got a good fight, I guess. We're way too high of an HP. So Bruno's gonna be Monkagiga. Yeah, I am on a Game Boy Player / Game Boy interface. Yo! First place TBH, Quay! Good job. Thank you for the bit donations, Quay! Alright. So this setup sucks. Guard spec and then 2 to 4x accuracies because this guy's dumb. Rock Tomb? Okay. This should be fun. Yeah. This is fine. This is fine, this is fine. I'm worried that this health is too high for Agatha, but I think it's actually just barely fine. Dude, that's a lot of bits getting thrown around in here. Oh yeah, this is fine. Okay, we're good. Okay, so that Bruno fight actually went way better than expected because of that crit. So I'm happy about that. Technically you can bonk off Bruno as well, but I hate doing it, so I don't. Like, he does his own turn after you clear the text box, which throws off my timing. It goes to the server cost for the Marathon Quay, and server upgrades. Alright, so Agatha. Gengar knows Double Team. Double Team sucks, as known by Surge. So hopefully Gengar just is nice and, you know, just gets served. Please get served. Okay, good. Only one miss. I can take one miss. Goes to tie Kevin to pay his wedding debt. By the way, Kevin, congratulations on your wedding. Can we get some clappas in chat for Kevin? So only missing one surf is really good. Because you have like 4 to spare, but you'd rather not use those. So it worked out well. Wanley with the Pepe hand, the Kappa hands, the Kappa Pepe hands. All right, Lance. Lance is the really, really dumb fight. Because you gotta use 5 blizzards. Ain't that great? No Lance side? No, I haven't got that one. But he leads with Gyarados. Gyarados knows a lot of really annoying moves like Dragon Rage and Hyper Beam. So we're gonna lead with Bite. And he'll with Dragon Rage, what a jerk. One Exact. That's Hyper Beam kill range. That sucks. Special. Hey, he used Bite. Way too late. Okay. And now we use 5 blizzards in a row. I don't believe Slots is in here. Skull Bash. Alright, and here's the Dragonite. Good. We hit all of our blizzards. If we miss a blizzard, it actually isn't that bad. We just keep hitting until we get to Dragonite, and then we elixir early and finish Dragonite off. Fortunately, we didn't have to worry about that. And we're high enough that Aerodactyl did not use Hyper Beam! That crit, though. Alright, full restore. Elixir to get back blizzards. Save the fight because this is the last fight of the game, everybody! We made it to the end. We only died 3 times. Hopefully not a 4th. Alright, lead with Guard Spec because red is a cheater, or blue is a cheater, I should say. And he knows Sand Attack. One. Two. Please use Sand Attack here. We're still fine. We have to heal anyway, so not a big deal. Solar Beam. And then hit Blizzard. Good. I love this invite music, by the way. It's very boppin'. 93% play. I have also missed here, Giovanni, on PB pace. It sucked. Alright, full restore here, because Gyarados will kill us. Probably gonna use Thrash. Oh, it just used Hydro Pump. What a jerk. Ooh, that crit though. And the flinch! Aw, but he forced. The money goes to me! Ha ha ha! I take all of the money and then give it to Pokemon Speedruns TV so that the equipment costs can stay up high and not, you know, well, that we can pay for everything, stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. We defeated the champion. Yay! So, time for this category is when the Hall of Fame screen fades out and you go into the credits. This run could not have been made possible without the contributions of Exarian, Pulse Effects, Meaty RNG, Worcester, and a whole bunch of other people. Wanley Ways, running the route, a whole ton of people over time. I'm forgetting lots and lots of people. But it has also been brought to you guys. Viewers like you enjoy Pokemon. Enjoy Pokemon. So I appreciate you all. So time coming up now. Coming up now. What? Whoa. Echo. What? Whoa. Echo. Oops. Oh, that's why. The PSR Discord is in here. Anyway, it was like a 21647. Something like that. All right. So, thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, Ty Kevin, for being our host.
No problem. Thanks for the run, JP. Looked like a fun one.
What do we got coming up next?
I think it's DeBombstu doing Pokemon Uranium.
Uranium? Oh, man.
Our second ROM hack of the marathon.
Yeah. It's going to be really fun to watch. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope everybody's enjoyed the marathon so far. And it's going to keep on rolling all through the night and all through tomorrow evening.
All right. Thanks again, JP. I'm going to switch it over to the intermission.